his bribe of a lot of money and a few tickets to the for free meals at the yachting portal, he was given the information that uh, there have been several people going in and out of that abandoned buildings lately. Uh, a few ruffians, a mage with, as they put it, a sharp temper, and apparently Noska Urgray is the one who's selling the house. They have a he is told about a lawyer that purportedly works for Noska to help get people in under the guise of examining the house as potential buyers, and he's described as a human with a really shitty toupee, basically, like a human with a really ugly whip. Oh, hello, freaky.
Nazca is described as that, or the guy who has information
The
on
lawyer.
Ah, yes. Yes, I see. Carry on.
Yeah, the lawyer was described as a human with a really ugly, wig or toupee, basically.
I like to think it's tiny, like the size of a yarmulke. Those big, giant, red-boiled head. But yes, I should be good for the rest of the session.
You know, it
That's
only
good.
just occurred to me, but with that lawyer might be a viable avenue to pursue.
Yes. And don't... So, I was thinking about this. Xanathar's crew runs, like, fight pits, and Noska oversees them? Or was it...
He sometimes, basically whenever, sometimes, the Xanathar Guild will hold gladiator tournaments, and he's the one who manages the fighters.
Okay.
Also a potential avenue, I suppose.
Yeah, a nice backup
That is,
plan
yes.
might be, get into one of those and then, throw a chair and see what happens. And see if we can take advantage of the chaos.
But yes, you learned this information about the mage with the sharp temper and the various other ruffians entering the building from time to time. Assad went and bothered the people of the Blackstaff Tower for...
It'd be so useful. With only a little help.
Oh god, I'm just sneezing. Oh. It smells like eggs.
That's...
There's a skunk outside?
Did you smell it before the sneeze?
I was smelling it right before the sneeze, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
Weirdly
fine.
enough.
That's fine. If you smelled it after the sneeze, I'd be like, might have damaged your frontal lobe. At least knock something out of kaput. Or into kaput.
The guy who sneezed so hard he had a stroke and died.
That's concerning. I sneeze very hard.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for people to literally break ribs while sneezing.
Damn.
It is widely considered the single most violent action that a human body can do. Most violent single action a human body can do, basically.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah.
So yes. Sorry, give me a second. Ivory went to go to her organization and spoke with her father about various information. And she was given the information that the Xanathar Guild is moving a lot of pieces in the city. A lot of weapons, a lot of healing potions, a lot of various supplies and rations and things like that. They are getting ready for something big. The what was it that Akelos did? I don't remember. I'm sorry.
He went shopping, did some errands, had a nice work lunch, did some, financial calculations. He hired some contractors, managed
That
the
is fair enough,
expense
yes.
accounts. Very little of
and-
relevance.
Fair enough. And yes, so your guys, I believe that the last thing we had that we ended off was your guys meeting back up to discuss the various bits of information you had gathered.
Were we doing that in Helm's Hall?
I believe you were, yes. You guys are currently right now in Helm's Hall, I believe.
Alright.
Oh yeah, and you had met your three
was
helpers, Brawler, Tiny, and Horse.
I was muted that entire fucking time.
Yes, you are.
I also have the to-do list of investigate the other locations marked as part of the racket to find if they have scrying devices like Zobalobs did.
Yes, you guys had the bar
Yeah.
fight. That is correct.
Yes. Have Facade break into the Xanathar's Boy Bar to read through their documents to find out more about the protection racket and anything else they may or may not be into. And investigate the claims of the two homeless dwarves to make sure they are homeless dwarves and not Xanathar's plants.
Silly freaky, they're dwarves, not plants.
You're
They'd be
right.
dead in the cold.
It's a plant, William. Lichen. I'd reckon a dwarf to lichen.
What's he liking? Beer?
Yes.
Gold, as far as they're concerned.
Beer. Dark
But
places.
yes. So, yes, you are currently in Helm's Hall. This is never mind. This is after the
The meetup.
the bar
and
fight.
discussion.
Would you guys have met back up at Helm's Hall, or?
I suppose.
Yeah, we can.
It's a close by secure location. Alright. And we hadn't already covered all this, had we?
We did. We discussed all of this right before ending session, and I basically just made notes of it for next session now. So we've already discussed everything that we just talked about and everything I have written in the last time on Watertomb.
Alright.
So now we're just deciding, do we want to kick this off tonight, or wait until after we get some more information and then try it? Do we, basically, here, just, Facade basically just asked, would you like for me to break into the bar and read their documents?
Didn't we... Oh, right, I see what you mean. It might be worth it to send your familiar through, yes.
I have already sent the spider, but it cannot read or access vaults.
I suppose, sure, we could break in and see if they have anything of interest. We wouldn't be able to, We also might want to keep an eye on the Skewered Dragon and the recruitment center. See if our target comes and goes from either of them. It's doubtful. It's always possible.
We should also examine the other places that are in the racket. They may have
Yes.
scrying, like Sobalobs did.
They might. How would you want to use that? Try and lure him in?
For now, we find out where and if I cannot be seen. Reading the documents will give me a list. From there, we plan.
I mean, we already had the list of businesses, we just need more information.
We only have the symbols.
Well, didn't we get that translated?
We are still waiting on that.
But we knew that it's a list of businesses.
Correct.
Didn't we only learn that by translating it?
I know some thieves can't symbols, but not
Alright.
what exactly they mean.
So... how long is that going to take?
Minutes, if we can find a translator.
Well, yes, but to get the translator. Didn't Ivory send off the information?
We could also ask around here.
We could. I'm just trying to catch up to where we were here.
Basically, Facade's recommending ask around the Helm's Hall. They might have a rogue.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. In case that slipped past.
Ivory hadn't sent off the...
Like, she sent that
symbols,
off, but
yeah.
that'll probably be, like, tomorrow that we get that. As opposed
Alright,
to...
yeah, sure, I guess we'll
Yeah.
go
As
and
opposed-
just ask around if anyone in the hall knows thieves can't.
Basically, we're waiting on Ivory's bit, but we're seeing if we can get it faster.
Does anyone in the hall knows thieves can't?
Any Hellmite rogues? I was an urchin on the streets, used to steal and make my way, but then the Great Guard showed me the way. I'm Brother Carmichael. Ho ho ho.
I didn't know the way. Then a tiny red rodent started spitting on me and showing me the way. And now I know the way. And I will show you the way, because you do not know the way. But then I will show you the way, and you will know the way, because I showed you the way. But right now, you don't know the way.
Gotcha. Any Hellmite
Hey.
rogues?
I got freaky, yay.
Queen.
Yes, actually. No rogues, but there are a few that do know, that do actually know thieves can't, because
Facade's
is
like
just a language.
grabbing him by the lapels. How did you learn this? There's no way for the players to get it, you fucker. Anyway.
Alright.
Is there not?
Yeah, there's no background or anything. You can only get it from the rogue class. Unless, maybe Urchin? No, not Urchin. I know Criminal and Spy doesn't have it.
Can you not just learn it like any other language?
No, it's one of the secret languages, like Druidic.
Huh.
Yeah. Like, it's actually a closely guarded... Technically, you can't learn Halfling unless, like, a Halfling chooses to teach it from you. And they usually don't do that.
Alright, so what does it say?
Show us the way.
You did a rubbing, right?
He
Oh,
just
no.
copied the symbols down. I
Yeah,
think.
no.
Yeah, a copy, right? Yeah.
got, like, an
Looking through
illusory...
the eyes of the
Yeah. I've got an illusion of them. And then I, like, jotted them down. Because remember, only the spider was in there, and it can't really get a rubbing.
Yeah.
That's why facade.
Well, I mean, yeah, a cop. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
It's actually a. Like you had only gotten like the one page of like information, but there were a few. As like you're looking, yeah, he'll tell you about like the various businesses around. There is a miller's there is a miller. Let's see. Yeah, it says 15 gold collected.
Besides
let's see.
Stealing the protection racket gold.
I mean, you could do that, yeah, if you want.
Be a great way to get that barkeep killed.
Or the people who.
No, you steal it from the bar because they'll have it all there at once.
Yeah.
I would have to break into multiple buildings if I stole it from the shopkeepers themselves, William. Jeez, I can't roll that many dice and live.
Well, the problem is we don't want to steal from the bar because then it'll tip them off.
Yeah. But no, the plan is actually just to go in, read, and copy documents.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost in, ghost out.
Alright. So now we have the exact list of places. I don't particularly care about exacts, but are they all like roughly within like this kind of area of the dragon, sort of just
Basically, yeah.
nearby? Yeah, okay.
AoE of Money Leech.
Yeah, okay.
Money Leech in a 600-foot radius.
Alright, so do we want to stake out the bar and the recruitment center while the rest of us go and take a look at these stores? It's just like nighttime right now.
It might be worth waiting until it's a little later, breaking in and getting the information to make sure it's not like, we have a hideout with 76 men fully armed and ready in the basement of this building. Hoorah!
Oh.
Waiting for
Right.
us. Yeah,
Well, right now it's pretty late, so do we want to... Is the bar open 24/7?
More or less, yeah.
Shit. That's a problem. That means we gotta be funnier. Oh, those poor bastards in the end notes. Those aren't just whores, those are spy sheets. At least 2 of them are. The other one's, Drow. Scary Drow.
But yes.
Yes. Lone Fear doesn't hire prostitutes, he hires spies.
Alright. So, how do we want to proceed then?
We may need to stage another distraction.
Well, we already staged one, it might be a little bit suspicious. We do it again tonight.
This one, a performance. Or just some noise. I only
Is the Hellmite still there, or did you shoo him away as soon as you?
I thought they were listening on this entire conversation because I dealt Helm's boys were going to give us privacy. Why are they willing to give us privacy?
They think we're Grey Hand. There's no need for them to.
We
Grey
technically are. But we're controlled correctly. So I didn't know if they would give us privacy or if this would be a conflict of interest.
To be fair, you did also they did also like going on.
Yeah, and they got like the gist. We gave them like the gist of it, but not extreme detail. Just we're organizing a bust, basically. which is
They'll yeah, okay, yeah. The one Hellmite will like shake his head in that case as he says, no, Skewered Dragon is well known for that sort of thing. After all, there's a reason all the furniture's mismatched. There's no glass anywhere within 50 feet of the building, and there's an anchor on the roof. In fact,
mugs.
only one. In fact, only one fight a night is considered a slow day.
At which point, we wait until business is high, and I sneak into that.
That'd be. He like shudders a little bit, seemingly having remembered something. That'll be between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. when the docks workers are let out.
The Seaman's happy hour. It lasts 3.
I wouldn't phrase it like that, but yes. There have been incidents in the past, and I'm pretty sure that, ironically, given the war going on in the streets, but crime has actually gone down because of the winter. It's far too cold for most criminals to do anything. It's just that violence between the gangs has spiked so sharply that basically it took the place of all the petty thefts and things like that.
Those that aren't afraid to walk the streets are afraid of the cold. Understandable.
Medi just, or not Medi. Ivory just. I keep doing that. Ivory just gives Facade this just like you can hear like the metal groaning against metal as like she turns to you with just a smile on her face as Facade makes the joke about criminals not wanting to go out in the cold.
Yeah. Shit.
What cruel irony.
Yeah. Magicora is not a ritual. I can't do that today.
Alright, what time is it now? It's pretty late.
I believe it is around, I think it's around 7 right now. It's about like 7:30.
What was the times he said?
He said between like 5 and 8. So it's probably winding down right around now.
Any of you drink really well?
You mean us Hellmites?
Just anyone in this room willing to enter that bar?
Again, I'm quite noticeable.
Tiny will like raise his hand. I can put a few back.
Would you like to incite a contest? Money on the table, loud.
He like thinks about it before he looks over to Horse. Horse seems to like look at him like there's a shifting. It's like there's a tilt of the head.
Tilt of
Words
the head.
as if
Tilt of the head and then cut out.
Cutting out.
crap.
To the secrets. Oh, no, never mind.
Alright. There is a noticeable tilt of the head, as if questioning before, like a visible sag, as if like the shoulders falling, like, fine. You'll see Tiny grins as he says, "Oh, I can do that."
Our mission, puts a hand on Tiny's shoulder, is in your liver's hands. Just
What?
starts walking out of the room.
Huh?
Ow.
Okay. Yeah, you said in your livers, and then there was like 3 seconds of silence.
In your liver's hands.
Uh,
So Tiny doesn't have 2 livers?
No, he just has one very big, leathery dwarf liver. It's leathery, I felt it. Reach up in there.
but yes. He'll like nod and he'll say, "Should we head there now? Try and get to..."
Yes.
Facade, who's
Probably the
already
best.
in the doorway, turns around. Yes. Keeps going.
Alright, let's go. Onwards to this keyword dragon.
I think we will go. I think we will go. I think we will go.
You'll actually get
Facade is
like
not
hearing
with the
something about
party.
like
Facade is spooking.
you'll actually get like going with the party and like the group.
Ow.
Yeah, there is like Tiny goes and so does Horse. Brawler will actually switch bodies, switch looks, like to because it would look a bit weird for the same 2 people who kick the shit out of each other to go to the same bar at roughly the same time again. And you'll actually get about 3 or 4 Hellmites. Like you'll see as they take off they'll take off their armor and put on more rough almost threadbare clothing and heavy coats, and you'll see as they'll mark their faces with charcoal and a bit of ash and things like that to make themselves look different, look older. It's some of them put on some heavy shoes to make themselves taller and things like that.
All these helmets.
And they'll
Like,
also-
man, I get to go and drink at a shitty bar and feel morally good about myself because I'm technically helping people. Hell yeah.
I'm actually surprised some of them aren't regulars. It's right down the street. I know
Yeah,
it's a
but now they
shitty.
can do it while feeling good.
Yeah.
We are helping people.
It's probably literally the nearest
The-
bar.
They'd probably go to the one of the dwarf temples nearby, more like.
I love that those have bars built in. There's 2 places you can get drunk at church. The Church of Shares and the Church of Moradin.
But yeah, they're more often they're at the Skewer Dragon for police work, basically. All right, calm down. We don't want an actual riot.
Kicks in the door. Fuck it, boys! Actual riot today! Barkeeper just sighs.
We're going to fuck you up.
We're
Why do you always pause right there?
Yeah.
You know why. Anywho,
We're going to
yes.
fuck you. Sorry, go on.
As you guys are going down the street, the Hellmites will start almost preemptively celebrating. You'll see they'll start cheering and clapping each other on the shoulders they're heading down the road, and they'll start basically, like, the group goes up to some people and they're like, "Hey, drinks on us! Let's fucking go!" And they'll, like, basically, like, go down this, like, going down this, like, several hundred feet of street. Let me actually check exactly how much it is. Oh yeah, wow. Like over 1,000 feet of street. Like they'll go. Basically doing this, like, hey, we're getting drunk, come with us, we'll pay. Fuck. To the point where, like, the group that was about 7 at first is about 60 by the time that it gets to the Skewered Dragon.
I hope they're fucking paying for this one. Where'd this come from? Is there discretionary fund for this in the health insurance?
It's like a 4-minute walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to think that through. I'm like, wait a second. It takes me 24 minutes to walk to that Dollar General. Anyway.
Alright, so I'm going to pull Facade aside and go like, right. So
Facade's literally off in alleyways far from you guys. Like, she's like 60 feet away at least, interchanging. Like, you've never gotten to just walk side by side with Facade since you met her, unless you were in a building together.
Alright, and I'm going to, as she's going out the door, I'm going to stop her and give her my Horn of Silent Alarm.
Takes it.
And she'll be like, alright, blow that if you need a hand. Once for blow that once if you just really need us to bust in and kill some people, twice if a stealthy hand. We'll go for the back or something like that.
That first wording and third wording took all of my willpower not to make a joke about. Pockets the horn.
Right. Michaelis will... Oh, he's probably already got his foot up because it's cold as shit. He's gonna go and find somewhere around the back of the building to just hang out. Stealthily.
Alright.
Like maybe
Sounds
a street
good.
or two back.
Go ahead and stealth.
Stealth. 13. Yeah, so it'd be like a street or two back. Just find a wall to lean up against. Somewhere like back here, probably. Because what's the range on that horn again? Like 300 feet?
I think it's like, I think it's 500 or 600 feet actually.
Oh, I should have it here somewhere. Oh no, it's Horn of Silent Alarm. 600 feet.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm like 100 feet out. I guess that's on the corner. I'm like 80 feet out, in case I have to sprint over there.
Like, if you guys are doing this path, Facade's doing, like, this path.
Yeah. Give me a second.
That might be too direct.
Oh, my nose. Ah, okay, good.
Oh, there's like an alley
Alright.
behind the Skewered Dragon.
I'm sure
just a bit of one, yeah.
I'm sure so much happens in that alley.
Most of it involves blood in some way.
Yeah. There you go. I put it back on the building it was on in case you lost it. Luckily, I had my cursor on it just then.
In that case, it probably has a back alley entrance.
What I'm saying is that's probably one of the busiest back alleys on the whole street.
Yeah.
Is the problem. But yeah, basically if we get there, my plan with Facade is to, at first, send in the spider and do a little scouting. Basically send the spider in with our drinking boys to split off with the others. Scout out if there's anybody in the back rooms and anybody who might be in the front that'll be too distracted to go with, so that I could maybe pose as that person if there's guards back there, or worst comes to worst, go with the invisibility a bit. I think I have a set of thieves' tools. I better. Yeah, I do. So I have my set of thieves' tools. Oh, look at this place. Man, the music I chose for this place is way too cheerful. One moment. If that's how it fucking is, jeez.
The anchor, yes.
That was just a color that my cursor was because of all the shit labels I've been doing, so.
Let's see.
Okay, so let's see. Thieves' Cant. It is spoken by rogues, the priests of duplicitous deities, and criminals of the realms. So yeah, basically any god of deception or of like criminals and stuff like that would have priests who speak it.
While I was pointing out, I was like, there's no background or class other than rogue that gives it to the player, is the problem. That was the joke I was making.
Yeah, that's
Why
fair.
did you do that? You know, frothing at the mouth.
But yes.
It was a bit, not how dare you give that to them without them being rogue.
No, I just thought that was interesting, because like, I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah, it hurt me so much when I was building his license, that problem.
Yeah, apparently it is a language, but like I guess that you're supposed to get your DMs permission for, but
I mean, trickery
I-
domain clerics don't get it.
Yeah. There we go.
anyways, so yes, this group of about 60 folks will enter the building, catching like the bartender quite off guard as it's towards the end of the like the night and towards the end of what their usual busy area is, and a lot of the people don't seem to be like actual dock workers, just because they were just snagging people off the street basically. Like there are a good number of dock workers among them, because it is like the half like they were walking through the dock ward and like the boundary between the dock and southern wards. But there are also like a few other priests. Like there's a guy who's very clearly a blacksmith of some kind. There's several dwarves and a pair of Goliaths with you. As you got this group of 60. Just by the way, this building is not large enough for 60 people to sit down.
Perfect.
Like it is standing room only at this point. Where like a good number of people will, like as they shout at the as your spider is riding on Tiny, and these people are like being raucous, and you'll see as like they'll put the tables together, and they'll shout at the bartender to get like whole kegs, and they'll like basically like start a drinking contest, like
Das Boots. Yeah.
Like the people sitting down are the ones who are the ones who. Sorry, give me a second.
Pickle juice.
Sorry. The ones sitting down are the ones participating, and they basically have they basically make a game of it, like where it's basically a mixture between drinking and liar's dice.
Excellent. So yeah, the spider gets transferred to the wall and then goes up to the roof during entry, and begins making its way to the back rooms and then like upstairs to the windows and things. Basically looking for a not immediately visible entrance that can be broken into, and then a path to make my way to where the documents are.
The documents were behind the counter.
Oh, okay, damn. I'll have to get extra creative, but that's fine. I might be able to do that.
There are technically 4, but 2 entrances into this room. There is a door leading outside and a door behind the counter.
Alright. So what we're gonna have to do is probably go through the main entrance as a dude bro. And then from there...
Dude bro.
As a dude bro.
Here, as a Carl fish.
Yeah, exactly. And then from there, gonna have to get into the invisibility. Actually, just slip in while invisible, no need to be a dude bro. And then, slip in behind the bar and take the documents. Take them somewhere a little more safe. Copy them down. Or any, important information, copy that down. And then return the documents. And that is my plan. So, basically, enter with the crowd, invisible. Gonna stack Disguise Self under it. So, Disguise Self, and then Invisibility on top.
Alright. Disguise Self is not concentration.
Yep.
Invisibility is. I'm not gonna ask you to roll a stealth check, because it's like with the number of people that are in this place, it is physically impossible for you not to touch someone.
Yeah.
Like not to run into someone or bump into someone.
Yeah.
But most people are going to assume that you're either A, going for the bar, or like most of the people's attention here is on the game.
The plan is literally to stay low and try and time any touching with the pressed bodies all around, which I guess just means whenever, because I doubt at this level of pressed bodies anybody's going to turn around when they feel something on their ass.
Not really, no.
Yeah, basically, slip through the crowd, and while invisible, get under the bar, or, over the bar, whatever I have to do.
Before anything, what is your disguise self?
Disguise Self is going to be very schemy looking half-elf guy, poor clothing, just could possibly be homeless, could just work a really shitty job that he's just getting back from. Not really sure which. The lack of smell implies job.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, never mind. Extra layer. I smell a fish. Fishmonger.
Okay.
Stacking spells. So yes, just half-elf schemy looking fishmonger guy. So if I do get caught, I'm not immediately seen as facade, and maybe I can run. We'll see. Maintain the disguise of the disguise.
Okay.
Try and see if I can snatch the documents with Mage Hand if need be. If unable to, go in myself when the barkeep is serving a drink. Get them, see if I can go into either a farther back room that was scouted by the spider ahead of time, or even go outside if need be. Copy them down, then I'm gonna have to slip back in. Actually, I'm invisible, and what I touch is invisible, isn't it? Well, no, I wouldn't be able to see when I'm writing. Never mind.
Yes, I wouldn't be able to see the papers.
Yeah.
Read them.
Well. So yeah, just gonna have to slip it. Are there any more back rooms, or is this just a big room with a bar?
It's just like a 30 by 50, like a 30 by 40 room with a bar.
Okay.
And a bunch of tables.
There any crawl space or upstairs?
There's probably a few beams like up above, but not really. No, it's just the
outside.
Honestly, with the amount of damage like this place would have had, you'd probably be able to climb onto the roof from the inside.
Has it been raining recently or anything? Or like, is it wet up there?
I mean, there's probably some snow, but not really.
I can make do that. All right, I'll go for the roof. Roof or outside, either will do. Or,
Okay.
Yeah. Going for the roof.
And so you're getting onto one of the beams with you're getting onto one of the beams, and then you're grabbing the papers with Mage Hand, and then climbing onto the roof.
Yep, gonna try and loop him around behind the dwarf while he's serving a drink, and then pull him up kind of fast.
Let's see.
Nah, I don't think I can't do a minor illusion that'll mask all that shit.
Oh wow!
Natural 20 spots me.
There is a natural 20, yes, but not on behalf of the dwarf.
Yeah.
On behalf of your allies, persuasion check, as they're doing everything they can to distract the dwarf.
Good work, lads.
Yeah, you see Tiny basically has his arm around the guy, and the guy's like very annoyedly trying to like set up the keg in the middle, so like that everyone can like fill their tankards with it and then like continue the game. But Tiny keeps like distracting him, like putting an arm around him to hug him, like telling him like, oh, you're doing that wrong, you're not opening the keg right, like what are you doing, come on man, like cajoling him to like join the game maybe. But the dwarf is just really annoyed looking, like doing everything he can to. By the way, you will have noted that he got the keg from the room behind the bar. Like
okay, there was a room behind the bar?
Through the door. Yeah, but I said there's a door behind the bar.
I thought that door was to outside because you said there's two ways into this room, and I was outside when I asked. Sorry, that was a misconstrued there.
There's two ways into the room. And I didn't know you meant specifically from the outside. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I commit to my decision.
Okay, yes.
So trying to make my way up the beams.
I will say roll an athletics or acrobatics check to climb up onto the beam.
Thank God I don't weigh as much as I look. Alright.
The dwarf guy rolled a 7, by the way.
I rolled a 9!
He's Lyson. You like climb onto the counter and not goddamn it, facade.
Same, very similar characters, but yeah, go on.
I did it earlier with like an Ivory and Medi as well. Like I just keep doing it.
It's fine.
And then there was like the entire first campaign we ever played together, where we kept getting Corral and Hylos mixed up. and it was everyone, and not just me. And I don't know why.
I was just calling him
the
Hylos
entire campaign. Anyways, you will like try and jump up from the counter onto the beam, but this place is kind of a shithole. It's a dive bar. You'll have like one of your feet will like be like weirdly sticky to the counter, and the other foot will like kind of slide. And the DC was 10.
Rip.
So as you accidentally like kind of kick someone in the back, but not really. Like you just kind of it feels kind of like a shove.
Yeah.
As like the guy turns around, he's like, "Hey, what the? Hey, what the?" As he's going to, he rolled a 3, as on his like investigation roll to like see if there's someone like behind the bar or like what the hell was that? And just kind of, screw it. I'm here to get drunk. I don't care enough about this. As the guy turns around to continue watching the game.
Very good. Very good.
Would you like to try again?
Yes.
DC is 10, as I said.
Sorry, one moment. Oh. Okay, so DC is 10. Let's see if I'll be okay. 12.
Yes. So you will like
okay.
you'll be able to like you get out of the spot that was like kind of squishy, like clean off your boot probably with a little bit of prestidigitation, move away from like the slippery sticky spot and try again, and you're able to
I moved from the
clamber your way
spot
on top
to the sticky spot because there are no clean spots.
Let's see.
Yes, once I'm on the safety of my support beam, that is definitely not rotten through. The mage hand goes for the documents.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, Tiny's putting in some damn work right now. As he rolled a 17, with the dwarf rolling a 16 to keep him distracted.
Nice.
You can see that the bartender is starting to look visibly annoyed at this point, like to which Tiny is like looking around, not really like seemingly like doing his best to keep the guy distracted, but he is a bartender for a gang bar, so he doesn't want to push things too far.
Yeah.
He would have continued for like one more turn, but thankfully he doesn't. He's going to continue for one more turn because he doesn't know that you got the documents or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say roll a stealth, sleight of hand, or magic check, because like there are a lot of people in this place. There are people basically like surrounding the table, so there's like a full 360-degree view of the room by like someone.
Yeah.
So like someone might see some weirdness of, hey, what the hell was that? Like out of the corner of their eye. So stealth, sleight of hand, or just a magic check, please.
Well, magic check would be higher. This sounds more sleight of handy to me. 16.
Okay. Okay, yeah. As I said, most people are like, I think with the amount of NPCs, the highest passive perception would be the bartender and your two companions, but two of them are on your side, so they're not going to, rat you out. And the bartender is very distracted by Tiny, and everyone else is like would probably have like a passive of like 11, maybe 12 at the absolute most.
Yeah.
And they're distracted, so it would be disadvantage, so -5. So yeah, you are able to very easily do this.
So I wait for some dice to roll. I wait for the hey, and that's when.
Yes, you get the documents and are able to. And I will ask you to do another athletics or acrobatics check to climb up to up into the roof.
Into the attic. I'm in your walls. 7. I'm going. Or no, I have nothing I can do. 7.
You reach up on the hole to where like you can climb up onto the roof. You see there's like a tarp up there, like blocking the hole that's held down by snow to prevent more snow.
Yeah.
As you like reach up to the hole, you grab it, and with surprisingly little effort, like the piece of wood you grab as you like try to haul yourself up, there's a loud cracking noise as like you dislodge the wood. It doesn't fall or anything. You're just now holding this piece of wood, but there is a momentary lull beneath you as like there are a few people, as you can hear a few people go like, "Wait, what was that?" But no one seems to have noticed as of right now, and
I Tyrannosaurus freeze.
Yeah. You turn what?
I Tyrannosaurus freeze. Don't move.
Oh,
I can't see
no.
you if they don't move. Yeah. I Jurassic Park freeze.
Ah, yes. Go ahead and try again, please.
This is gonna go bad. 19!
Nice. You will be able to shinny your way up into the hole underneath the tarp and onto the roof.
Clear
Your cloak
station.
does you will note that your cloak does kind of snag a little bit on like the edges of the hole, but other than a few threads being pulled out, not much. Or no, you have magic clothes, don't you?
I don't think so. I think they are normal. Yeah, they are normal.
No, I'm thinking of you. Yeah, I'm thinking of Archon, right?
Yeah, Berlin with his shift weave.
Yeah.
Beloved shift weave.
A few threads get like snagged loose, but other than that, this is like incredibly easy for you. And now you are sitting on the roof, where I think Akalos, being behind the building, like on another rooftop, would be able to just see you emerge. No, wait, no, you're invisible. Would be able to see the snow just moving and bulging as you birth yourself from the snow.
Ace Ventura Rhino emergence, but
Oh god.
yeah, just gonna. I mean, there's no way I'm doing this without knocking snow off the roof, so I'm just gonna clear an area. So that's not obvious immediately that somebody's just sitting up there.
Yeah, you're able to. Go ahead. Alright, I'm guessing you're like clearing an area for you to Oh,
somewhere-
no, yeah, you would have.
I
You would have already knocked the snow off, like just getting onto the roof.
I'm basically setting up a place where, like, the wall of the other snow will at least shield from wind while I, reveal the papers from their... Or wait, no, Mage Hand. Haha. See, I'm bracing the papers with Mage Hand while I give them a read.
Yeah,
As long as I don't touch them.
it is Thieves' Cant.
How long is it?
About 7-8 pages worth.
It's time to use all 18 of my intelligence and all 16 of my dexterity to pull off a feat the likes of which hasn't been seen since the 1800s America. One notebook, both pages available. 2 pens, 2 hands. At the same time, reading and writing, but 2 pages at a time. Copy it.
Alright, you're going full Dimitri Martin on things.
Yep.
I need to watch some of his stuff again. He's really fun. But, yes, so. I'm sorry?
I can't remember who it was. It was either Benjamin Franklin or one of the Roosevelt. Maybe it was Teddy Roosevelt. Somebody was able to write 2 different stories in 2 different languages with both hands at the same time or something like that. But yeah. Anyway.
Benjamin Franklin was doing a lot of things, but I doubt
Man, you cut out so bad. I assume you said I doubt writing was one of them.
Yes.
Alright.
Let's see. Thomas Jefferson. I think it might have been Thomas Jefferson.
Maybe. That sounds right.
Oh, yeah. I guess Benjamin Franklin was well known for writing stuff, but
It was a founding
I was
father,
making a joke about him being a sex cult, so.
Listen, a lot of guys were in sex cults back then. Sometimes it was just fashionable.
Anyways, yeah, you are able to copy down the various notes, rather quickly. It might not be as quickly as you might hope, because the wind and this is hard, even if you do know how to do it.
Yeah, this is...
But yes, you are. I'm guessing you drop invisibility to do this?
I don't need to, because I can brace the page with Mage Hands and use the snow as a shield. Although, I'm touching the pen.
No, I'm saying you would need to to be able. Oh wait, no, yeah, because you're holding it with the mage hand. You're not holding the papers.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the book, I'm touching the pens, and I'm probably bracing my hand on the book, but I don't think that counts as carrying it, does it?
No, I don't think it would.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think so.
if touching something and counted, then the building would be invisible right now.
Yeah, exactly. Shenanigans. But yeah, just, copying it down, it probably is gonna take a minute.
Yes.
And now the hard part. First of all, stow pages in bag safely. Secondly, notes. Prestidigitation dry and clear of snow. Close. Return to original position. Get back down into rafters, getting a good 30-foot shot of where the notes were. Wait for another, guy chugging and everyone watching intensely to see if he throws up. Doesn't. Hey! Slip him back in.
Alright, yeah. I'll say go ahead and roll another sleight of hand check, please.
Here we go.
I think the literal only way you can fail this is with a I was going to say a nat 3.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
I'm not mad because they're at least flip-flopping. It's not 2, 2, 6, 2, 1. This is 5. This is D&D.
Alright, let me see. Oh. Okay.
Oh god.
Unfortunately, the bartender was no longer distracted. But let's see. Let me roll something. Okay. He will. As you do this, like, there is, like, he does kind of glance towards the guy, but he seems to notice the, like, the flash of, like, the papers in the corner of his eye is, like, looking down from above. You do note, like, you're, like, looking at him and, like, the crowd. You'll see, like, as you, like, shoot the papers down to try and put them back, like, his head snaps back towards, like, where the papers were going. As you see, he, like, looks, starts stomping over to the counter, like, looks around, like, seeing, like, if there's someone behind the counter that shouldn't be. You see he, like, ducks down onto the counter, like, seemingly counting the various bags of money. And then...
Assad is going to, while he's doing this, while he's, like, bending down, checking everything, I'm going to add a gnome, like, Scar, 5 o'clock shadow, but kind of bookish, like he's the bookkeeper for some rough people kind of deal. I'm just gonna, like, creep up deeper onto the roof to where I'm just peering under the tarp. I'm gonna minor illusion this bookish-looking gnome. My notes! Oh! It's all... And then just, like, going into the crowd. Or, like, I guess going towards the lower part of the bar, not trying to position it right in front of him, but put it in the general area where maybe he'll notice it, maybe he won't, but somebody will have noticed the gnome, hopefully. As the future lies.
So, like, you do this, like, in front of the bar, behind...
Basically, in the general area of where the papers moved in the bar, there is a gnome next to the bar stools, like, on the floor. My notes! Stop! Phooey! And then, like, goes left deeper into the bar, probably not visible from behind the bar. Mostly just the sound is happening from the barkeeper here. And maybe if somebody sees the gnome, and we can use them to collaborate lie later. I'm just laying groundwork for future lying.
I will say, like, he would have seen it, like, basically, like, towards the wall, like, near where, like, behind the bar is, because, like, you did have to put it back underneath the bar. So,
Okay.
like, from where he was, it was either behind the bar or directly in front of it, and right now he's checking, like, behind the bar, so probably directly on the other side of the bar from where he is would probably be the best place to do it.
Yeah, because I don't see exactly what he sees. I just saw him turn, like, snap his head over. So mostly I'm just hoping the sound hits him, and then gnome disappears into crowd.
Yeah. As... Sorry. Give me about 5 seconds.
Rule number 1 of deceptions. Just lay groundwork to bullshit your way out of stuff.
Okay, yes. You see that, as he, as he's, like, kneeling down, like, counting the various bits of gold, he hears, like, my notes! he like shoots up, like looking over the bar towards the other side, and you see he's got like a battle axe in his hand, seemingly having pulled it out from under the bar.
Gnome holding.
It was probably
Sorry, go ahead.
it was probably like tied to like the underside of said bar. But yeah, he sees this gnome just yelling, "My notes, my notes," and he'll like frown and narrow his eyes a bit, but he won't say anything.
Gnome grabbing waterlogged piece of torn in half in perfect blueprint shape paper off of the ground, ink running. Ah, phooey. Skedaddles away.
So, I don't remember.
I'm stuck on the roof now.
You did. Yes. Yes, you are.
And my
Did
invisibility
you
is gone.
do a detect magic last time you were here? I don't believe you. I don't believe any of you did.
No detect magic.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get to, and sadly this plan did not account for it, because I thought I was sneaking into like a back office where he keeps these things when I made the plan. I misunderstood the layout of the building. And I think Facade would
My
have
apologies.
as well. I think Facade would have as well. I say that's a canon fuck up.
Fair enough. You see, like, he pulls out you'll see he'll like pull out like from under the bar, what looks like a rock with a mouth like carved into it. As like he starts talking into it, like he doesn't look like someone alerting someone else. He looks annoyed, like out into the crowd.
Going on a spider.
As you see, like he's like counting number of people. Yeah, he's talking into this stone, just looking out. Like you see, like he's counting like the number of mugs he still has, the number of people. As you'll see. Actually, roll a perception check, please.
I do have my spider closing in on him as well, but I'm not sure if it's going to be there soon enough. Because it was like on the other side of the bar, pretty much like on the roof. 17?
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be able to hear like bits and pieces of the conversation over like the shouting of the crowd. Basically, you get the gist that he is calling for like help, because like as of right now he seems to be the only person here, and there's a lot of drunken idiots in the bar right now.
Yeah.
As you it's like he's holding the stone, nodding, like talking into it. You see like he puts up like a few fingers as if he's counting. Says like send 3. You don't hear the other side of the conversation from the stone.
Yeah, it's a sending stone.
But you do see him like his look of like annoyance turn to confusion, turn to like bewilderment, as like you see he looks up towards you, Facade, like as if trying to he looks up towards you as if trying to like see if there's something up there.
Yeah.
As he'll look, you see he then kneels down towards the like where the papers went, and with a 17 he realizes they are not in the same place.
Yep.
As Facade,
Yeah.
what you do not realize is that there is a scry spell on this place. On
That's-
the anchor. On the roof.
Ah, shit. You probably shouldn't have told me that. But,
He seems to know, if not that you're up there, that there's something up there.
Okay. So, my plan is as follows. I am still the half-elf man. It is
Yes.
time, with very shaky legs, terrified look, drunken, bleary looking, fighting through it, balancing arms out, kind of hunched, bow-legged, stand up, a good, 42 seconds after this realization. And then,
You cut out.
basically look as if I'm drunk, because I'm dope, look as if I'm drunkenly standing up and terrified on the roof before just throwing up the arms. Party!
Have you dropped invisibility for this? Or...
It was forced to drop when I did the minor illusion.
Okay.
I casted a spell.
Hang on.
So I was able to write the notes under invisibility, but while returning them, I had to cast the spell.
Give me a second, please.
And wait, how long does Mage Hand last?
Or cast a spell. That's...
Oh yeah, it's rough, man.
Mage Hand lasts a minute.
Yeah. I might have just... Nope. So yeah, it went when I cast Mage Hand before the minor illusion, so basically while I was returning it, because I would have had the Mage Hand
Okay.
at the ready.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, he, when he looked up, he probably would have been able to see it, right? Because you were looking down?
I was... No, I was going through the spider at that time.
Okay, fair
The
enough.
spider. Yes, the spider did make it in time.
Fair enough.
I got lucky there.
Yes. Yes. Hex. Akalos just sees what looks to be a half-elf just kind of appear on the roof. Wobble around and then drunkenly go, woo! On as if he's celebrating on the roof.
Arms up,
Yes.
looking left,
I recognize this to be facade immediately.
looking right, arms still up, they go slack. Well, now how do I get down? And then, half-elf yelling through the tarp, Boys, I'm stuck! You're gonna have to pay me my fucking gold, but I'm fucking stuck now, get me down!
I'm gonna say roll a performance check, please.
You got it. 17. Literally, no shame pulls the tarp up, very noticeable, does that bit, just yelling at the crowd.
The tarp has a good amount of snow on it, so you're more
Yeah, hairless drunk
causing-
person doing it.
causing debris to go around the already fractured hole in the roof, and a good amount of snow falls as you get the thing down. A good amount of snow falls into the building as it disrupts the game underneath as you yell down, "Hey, you need to pay me, but how do I get down?" There's a moment, there's about 5 full seconds of silence as they're trying to comprehend what's going on before Tiny points up and says, "Drunk idiot on the roof, let's watch!" And everyone just screams, "Ah!"
Big stupid
As
smile,
you see,
not
they-
reaching the eyes, delay as they go yay. Yay!
Yay! South Park, yay.
Yep.
Yay!
No, more just confused.
but yeah.
Yes?
Oh, they're drunk. They're up for anything at
Yep.
this point. And a guy on the roof is funny. As, yeah, you'll see that they'll like all pick up their tankards and start heading outside, much to the chagrin of the bartender. As like he's holding the stone, he's like, "Hey, wait, no, get back here! Like, give back! Do not take the mugs."
You haven't paid me.
He's like, as he's like saying, as he shouts, "Hey, there's someone on the roof." But what do you mean you can't see them? What?
Ruh-roh. Wait. Ah, shit. Well, Facade fucked up like that too. Panicked. Facade panicked. Didn't think of that.
Yeah, they didn't see you. They saw the papers going up and down for so.
With the anchor. Oh, because the anchor's peeking into the building. That's right.
Yes. Yes, it pierced the roof.
Yes. Well,
Uh,
I may have doomed the mission, boys.
as the crowd, like he like looks up looks over at looks up through the hole where looks over.
You're
Did I cut out again?
No, you...
God damn it.
Oh, yeah, looks up through the hole. Looks
He
over.
he looks up through the hole, like where he can hear you shouting from. He like goes outside to like trying to get his mugs from like the various patrons and stuff like that. 'Cause like they may be cheaply made, but there's 60 people there. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's easily 10 gold worth of mugs.
He can't get up to the roof as of right now, because he's got to still protect like the inside of the building. So you just hear him shout like into the stone, like, "Send someone here as soon as you can," and then just like puts it in his trouser pocket and goes out to harass the crowd to either get back inside or like give back the mugs. Facade. You he is distracted by like the crowd outside. What do you want to do? Hex, you hear this large crowd of people head out through the front of the building, like shouting like, "Jump, jump, 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 do a flip!"
Is there an actual like good-ish size crowd down there?
It's 60 people.
It's 60 people.
Actually, it's probably larger now because like people would have heard a few like of the party going on. I'm gonna roll something. Oh wow! It is now 77 people. The crowd has engorged by 17.
Pointing at Brawler, at the one I know to be Brawler. Oi, Curran! Catch me!
Looks a bit surprised, but everyone shouts, "Yeah!" Do you jump?
Does the drunken thing of like tries to climb down, is hanging by the fingers, and then whoop, falls.
Brawler does not catch you. The crowd catches you.
Good enough.
As you are currently crowd surfing, as they are just holding you up above them, like chanting. A few of them, like some of them are shouting, "Put him back and make him do a flip." But yeah, they seem to be wildly entertained by you falling off the roof, quote unquote.
Suspiciously light half-elf. Well, suspiciously odd weight proportioned half-elf, given collective stuff and everything. But yeah. Drinks with the crowd for a time, and then tries to slink away.
Alright. The dwarf, the bartender is going to, like, try and be like, hey, come over here.
Me?
Yeah, he's going to try and, like, physically grab you. I would like you to roll an acrobatics or athletics, please.
Alright, alright. Uh, 9, but is also yelling, "Hey boys, this one's trying to give me the rough stuff!"
Well, luckily for you, he rolled a 2.
Still inciting the crowd.
Yeah, to which Tiny and Brawler are going to try and grab him. Tiny will grab him as Tiny rolls an 18 and he rolls a 4. Brawler will roll a 13 and he rolls a 6.
Nobody messes
So yeah,
with
they both
Bart,
grab.
Uncle.
As Brawler will yell, let's just hit him and steal the booze. As several in the crowd will, be like, yeah. As the Hellmites in the crowd kind of like, okay, this has escalated.
One moment, I'm adding Wunkle, the half-elf rebeler, to my list of lies.
As Tiny and Brawler will shove him into the crowd, who surround the bartender, and then they will go over to you, and they'll be all right. Let's go, come on.
Alright, boys, yay! Got tankard in one hand, spilling it while waving. As going.
Wow.
As I leave.
Brawler rolls an 18 on stealth plus 4, and Tiny rolls a 13 plus 2.
Throws tankard backwards into the crowd. Slips around corner.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check, please.
24.
Yes. As Achelos, you hear, up front, things get rather rowdy. Yago, do you stay with the crowd, or are you heading out as well? As, the Hellmites, a few of them leave to warn the guard and other Hellmites, hey, things might be getting bad here.
Yeah, probably he doesn't really have any crowd control measures.
Fair enough. As, you will, you hear, as you leave, you hear things getting rowdy, and then you hear, the horn of the guard. Bring! You guys will all make your ways back to Helm's Hall.
Alright.
Helm's Hold, rather.
Helm's Hold. I'm going to make my way. I'm gonna split from the others and make my way to that upper portion of street that I cross the main street from Helm's Hall into the following buildings from. Then drop the disguise, prestidigitation, the smell of fish and booze and fuckery off of me, and then just saunter on across the road like I ain't doing shit. A good 3 to 5 minutes behind everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, the moment we're back in the war room. I have reason to believe I've bungled it.
What happened?
I was seen. I did what I could to apply deniable plausibility. we could possibly lie from here. But
Who
it
saw you,
will
the
be-
barkeep?
The barkeep turned his head when I returned the papers. And I believe I heard him say that the half-elf could not be seen. I did not account for that when I came up with the plan to pretend to be drunken rabble.
Were you invisible or something?
When I returned the pages, I was not. But I looked through my spider, so I was not seen doing so. I panicked and forgot the detail. They will now suspect a drunken half-elf rabbler or illusionist that cannot be divined.
Right, if they noticed that they couldn't see you through divination, that's probably tipped them off.
They will have scryed us and know that we have someone who cannot be seen or heard. This may tie things to our group. We need an alibi to be seen elsewhere very quickly and to look like we've been there for a while. Perhaps, can any of you get a message to Blackstaff Tower to have them impersonate us on their grounds? Somewhere visible. Preferably now.
Let's see. As you're asking this, Brawler will like think about it and like nod towards you as she'll go. Or as right now he will say, "I can certainly try."
With the alibi of the others. And if you have one who cannot be divined, have them pose as myself.
A lot of us can't be divined while in the place
That will do.
in Blackstaff Tower rather.
Made some oopsie poopies. Gotta, set up some lies now. Oopsie poopsie, I made a seriously fucky wucky and may have to get into the forever box if I'm not fast.
But yeah, they will. Brawler will like nod to you and like go off into the corner to talk into like their own sending stone. As this conversation continues.
Apologies for the mess, she turns and says to the nearest Hellmite who was with us.
As he will, kind of sigh a bit, but he'll, well, that's, we've worked with, the Grey Hand and adventures before. Chaos is just kind of your guys' bread and butter. I kind of, he'll glare at Brawler. I kind of wish you had instigated a riot at a Xanathar bar, but what's done is done.
Pulling out the documents. I was able to copy them all of them. They are in Thieves' Cant.
Like they will nod at that, and they will get the the person who is in charge, who knows Thieves' Cant.
Out of the strangest
Not in charge. They are in charge of the Thieves' Cant.
In charge. I have the strangest feeling Facade does not know exactly that the dwarf knows that the documents were not, as he placed them. But I have a feeling she suspects he knows that somebody fucked with the documents.
That is a good assumption that Sod can make.
Yeah.
But yes, as he's like looking through it, he goes, protection racket, more protection rackets. He'll like look at one as he says, here's where some of their my brain just broke for a second there. Here's where some of their caches are, about like weapons and healing items. We can definitely raid those and use them.
Facade regretting handing over the document, well, not stopping the Helmite from taking the document from her hand. The next page, Dear Diary, today I fucked Brad. No. He like looks at one of the last pages. He's reading it and like he's got, interesting. So, according to this, everyone is recruiters are being told look for. You're cutting it out super bad.
Alright, on to secret stuff then.
Yeah. I made up that fucking half elf right fucking there.
Alright. So the Helmite, whose name is Sebastian, is looking at the form and his eyes are narrowing as he says, according to this one, hang on, give me a second. Apparently, interesting. Apparently, Silgar has come up with a plan. He has charged Noska with setting up a tournament, a 5-person tournament. They are looking for they're looking for leaders for a very big job. By which I mean groups of 5 and the leader, with one person designated as the leader. They're looking to have a tournament, and the top 8 leaders will be given high positions in the Xanathar's Guild for a job. He looks at the last paper. Doesn't say what this job is, but if they're looking for that many leaders, then that Must be big. Who the hell is Silgar?
Do I remember a Silgar? I don't think I do.
Roll a history. Roll a history check.
15.
You have heard of Silgar, yes. Silgar is the is, as far as anyone knows for a fact, the highest ranking member of the Xanathar's Guild, second only to the Guildmaster, though no one knows who the Guildmaster actually is. Noska is the chief enforcer, yes, but Silgar is the right hand. They are in charge when the guildmaster, like, their orders are only superseded by the guildmasters.
Yeah.
And not a lot is known about Silgar outside of the actual guild itself, except for two things: brutality and erraticness. Like, very strange orders and very brutal orders.
Would this happen to be a spellcaster by any means?
Not that you're aware of.
Maybe not the sharp-tempered wizard then, but maybe also. Who knows?
It could be, yes.
Sorry, what was this guy's name again?
Silgar.
Silgar.
Sylgar. Yes. Apparently Noska has been put in charge of putting together a tournament. Looking specifically for like lieutenants and leaders for the Xanathar's Guild.
Perhaps the dwarf Drakebreaker, or one of us, or all of us? No, they would know.
I mean, the question has to be asked, how would we have known? So, if we've never heard of this, then it's probably not been... the word hasn't been put out yet.
It may reach Drakebreaker. If it does, it opens that door.
No information on anything other than that he's putting together the tournament? Nothing about it?
It basically says, like, recruiters, we're looking for people for the tournament, you know what to do.
No.
Alright.
They've probably had tournaments like this before, just nothing on this scale.
Probably need to replenish their numbers.
Most likely, yes.
That is actually a good point. Like, we don't really know how many of them they have.
Probably a lot fewer now than before,
Yeah.
considering the war.
We might be able to shatter them with, like, a few busts. Maybe.
That
They're
isn't-
probably still pretty big, but maybe.
That is entirely possible.
If we can incite a riot in this battle and strike with the guard at once, we may shatter their numbers.
Yes, and maybe we can get maybe we can get Noska and Sylgar at the same time.
That is the dream. We will need to plan it carefully.
Alright, so
And
how are we going to get Dornia found?
But
I think your best bet is just to get your dwarf to go to the recruiting office, get him in the tournament, and then perhaps we can put a tracker on you of some kind or something.
if we make a good impression, he may get invited as a combatant. If not,
So we're ditching the capture the recruiter plan?
we may do both.
So, what, maybe tomorrow you just want to lead a raid against the recruiting center we know of?
No, we have to wait until we have information. Remember, replacing their men can still let us make a good impression and get Trackbreaker invited.
Well, yes, but I mean, we go against the recruiting center, we capture them, we interrogate them, and then we say that they have been recruited. You know.
Yes?
Well, the issue with that
That's
is
the guard plan.
if we capture him, then we don't know what the thing with the it might be or we don't know the what is the fucking word?
The details?
Process is the word I'm going to use.
So
Or
our priority is no longer
getting
capturing
them-
the man and then acting on that information
I
as quickly as possible. At this point,
I
we
think-
will infiltrate.
I think infiltration is best. Yes, I think it is best to. It might help with the image of him if he goes into the thing. Have him say, "Hey, I want into the tournament," and if he asks, "How did you learn about that?" he could say, "I have very good contacts," or "I did some investigating," or like. You want him to look as competent as possible, yes? Him knowing these things might help with that very much.
Hey,
Yes.
we could even blame today on it.
Good, yes.
Only if we have a good impression to begin with. It will be an expenditure of goodwill, a risky exploit.
High risk, but infinitely higher reward as well.
Indeed. But now, we should go with the original plan. Make a good impression. See if we get an invite while we're on the way. If so, it worked out. If not, we play our card.
So, do we want to go to the recruiting center tonight? Because I doubt we'd show up under daylight.
The recruiting center is something you go to on invite, not something you walk into. If it's
If
like
we want
other
to show that
games.
this guy's good, though, it might work.
But would he play that card so soon?
If he wants to be recruited by Xanathars, why hasn't he shown his face yet?
He has today. I'm saying if we overplay our hand, they may become annoyed with him or suspicious.
So we still need to lure in a recruiter.
We do, but we don't want to seem in a rush. That will draw attention.
We are in a bit of a rush though, because we don't know when this tournament is.
That is the unfortunate conundrum. We could
Also, if your guy kind of appears and disappears through the city, then how is any recruiter going to find him?
Today was a sighting. Tomorrow, availability is made. For now, we are only establishing his reality. Later, we speak with them. As it stands, there is no reason for them to believe Trackbreaker is real. There need to be sightings. There needs to be information. Proof of his reality. Him just appearing out of nowhere. No background information. Just suddenly there. Having never made a single mistake. Is too suspicious.
I mean, he could have just come in from like another city or something. It's not like they have extensive files on every single citizen in this place. Like, I'm sure there's a few people that no one even knows the name of within like a couple 100 feet of this place.
I am counting on that. But we need a cursory glance to yield a positive result. That is what today was. Basically, you're skipping too far ahead in the plan, man. We haven't even established that this dwarf exists yet. If they background check him right now, he doesn't exist. We need like a day or two for our rumors to set in.
I mean, it was like yesterday or the day before that we started sending rumors, so we do it tomorrow then.
Yeah, basically we just need like for them to be able to have a breakthrough on like his background check in time for any actual meetings or tournaments or whatever, so it's not just we can't fucking let you in, we have no idea who you are and don't know that you're even real. You know. Let's put it this way. You want to hire a man for a job. He has no ID, nobody's ever met him before, no matter who you ask, they had no idea how he came into town, no one's ever seen him in the surrounding area. Do you believe? Do you hire this man?
Well, I mean, I think you're kind of overestimating the surveillance state of the.
I'm talking like this guy is loud, boisterous, high profile. Fucking nothing.
But the whole point is that's meant to be an act. He's meant to be really hyper competent.
Yes, but we need him to slip, because if he's perfect, they might not take the risk.
Let's see. But anyways.
Listen, if you're gonna lie to someone, you need to have something in your back pocket for when they question you. So quite literally, where are you from exactly? I'm from the Mithril Hall to the northwest. Got kicked out of there. You know, that kind of deal.
Yeah, and you have
yeah.
You have like already sent for like to like forge documents there.
Yeah, and we need those documents to be ready by the time they ask that question. Is what I'm saying. Which is why we're like going a day ahead of schedule here right now. Because we sent that this morning.
Alright, so tomorrow at some point we go and find a recruiter to lure and
yeah, basically just we're moving a little too fast. Rumors take a moment to spread. Our fake information needs to be established.
be fair, I think you have had rumors spreading for the last like week or so.
Yeah, but we still need like that last one of like him having come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be one of
Anyways.
the first things they ask.
Anywho.
Yeah. We're getting the who, why, where done. That's all.
Yes. Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
I may or may not have studied actual spy tactics for Facade. Don't worry about it. Some of
Well, I
this
mean,
stuff-
it's also just basic
yeah,
deception.
yeah. A lot of this is stuff I took from like the Cold War research.
Sorry, give me a second.
And Roman spy documents. Those are fun.
Okay. So yes. So you guys, I'm guessing we'll head back to, you guys head back to the house?
Yeah, sure, I guess. I think we're pretty much done here for the most part. Unless we want to keep an eye on the bar to see who turns up.
We can. We also could do some follow-ups on the other information we have, and we have all sorts of things we can do.
Yeah, you do. I think it's around 10 p.m. at this point.
We've probably put together that bar as a scrying device. We are too low level to have a way to figure out where the fuck that sending stone goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could check the other buildings, we can investigate the homeless dwarves, we could stake out the... Actually, yeah, staking out the recruitment center might be the best thing to do right now. You're right. Unless anyone else has a plan.
Anything that Jago would like to do?
Oh god.
Okay. Give me a second.
Spell filter may not be a class in 5e, but goddamn, I'm trying. I guess technically Arcane Trickster is, but there's not enough wizard in it. Spell filter was actually like a prestige class, so you were like a level 6 wizard or some shit.
Okay. So yes, you guys are heading towards the recruitment center. You said.
Sound good, lads?
Yeah, okay.
Ideas, plans, objections?
I don't know, I think maybe we should check out the check out the bar, see who came.
Which bar?
The one we were just at.
Oh, the
we
Skewer
run out
Dragon.
of.
The Skewer Dragon, yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to find out?
I don't know, someone important might turn up.
True. Should we do both? Like, should we check out the bar for a bit, see who shows up, and then stake out the other location?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
You very much could do that, yes.
Hey, anybody else got any, like, cool spells or class features or anything? Because, man, I'm about halfway through my good shit.
Alright.
I've already used my arcane recovery for the day.
Alright, so you guys head back to the bar.
I guess so.
In that case, if you want to, please roll stealth checks.
Under the cover of night, in my blue and dark gray clothing. Here we go.
Hey, that's not terrible.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Clank, clank, clank.
Scale mail
through
is
the-
heavy armor.
Scale mail is, it's not... It's not that it's heavy armor, it's that they call the tag heavy armor, even though it's just disadvantage, because scale mail is, I think, medium armor.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So,
Let's see.
scale mail, chain mail, I think ring mail? No. I can't remember all the disadvantage ones, but there's a lot of them. Cool.
So yes. Yeah, you guys will head back to the towards the bar. It's a little hard to be it's a little hard to be, stealthy when there's a crowd gathered around the place. So yeah, in general, like, people do seem to know that you're there, but it's not really. Sorry, give me a second. But like, no one actively like pulls attention to you or anything. It's just like, oh hey, it's more people in the crowd, basically.
Yeah.
As yeah, you do see that there is a like, with your conversation, the amount of time it took you to get back to Helm's Hall, have your conversation and like decide what to do next and come back, you see that there is like a very large number of guards in the area, as you see the bartender is arguing with a couple of the guard sergeants, as he is holding like some snow to the side of his face as he's gesticulating pretty wildly. He, from what you can hear, he seems to be yelling at them, accusing them of trying to take advantage of the situation to look in, like, to try and illegally search his bar for like illegal stuff and like trying to steal from him.
Oh, now would be such a good time to accidentally quote unquote out him.
It could be, yes.
Oh, I could use the no. Ooh.
You could, yes. As you will see, a few people will, a few folks will like come out of the out of the crowd, as you will see uh, a human man, in the most hideous wig you've ever seen.
Target located.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It looks almost like he took a raccoon skin hat and tried to pass it off as his own hair.
My god. Sweet Christ. I'm imagining it.
About to die.
As you see that there is behind him a very short, squat figure in a cloak, or in like heavily concealing clothes, but you're able, like, it's kind of hard for like them to hide. It is a Kenku like behind him, as well as this very scrawny looking another human, like very scrawny, kind of thin. He's got almost like very thick. He's got very thin features. He's got like a somewhat small looking mouth with like large teeth. His hair is like thinning and wispy. He's got like his fingernails are like long and almost claw-like. He's like very. He makes very quick movements, but not jittery ones.
That is a ghoul. Oh god.
Roll. No, he's like, he seems to be like fully cognizant, and like
So are ghouls.
no one's like, and no one's like retching from like his.
That's a ghast.
Oh yeah.
Ghouls have 10 intelligence and can pass off as people sometimes.
But yeah, his movements are weird because like he seems to be like smelling the air and then like turning his head with like extending his neck up almost as if like trying to see something. Then like you see he like scratches his face. Yeah, he's making very weird movements. As you see the lawyer guy kind of very calmly put a hand on the bartender's shoulder, and he says, my friend, I'm sure that we can work this out. After all, you are these guards are simply trying to do their job, and you are simply trying to protect what is yours. Please, gentlemen, let us talk. As yeah, he will escort the two sergeants and the bartender into the building, where you will see the Kenku will stop at the door, and the jittery it's not jittery. The human will like head in with them.
You, Kalos and Jago, if you're near each other, a minor illusion will go out, and you'll hear, "Would you like for us to out the barkeep? Or let him lure him out?"
Sure, outing the barkeep would help at all. We're trying to join after all, theoretically.
That is true. Well, I don't know if I even heard your reply.
Are you anywhere near me?
She's within 30 feet.
I mean, can I see you?
That is not what I wanted to click. What's your passive perception?
15. You rolled a 13.
You do see facade, sort of. You see a barrel, a very particular design of barrel that you've seen before.
I was crouching next to that barrel earlier today.
Wait a second, there's only one barrel there, I know, because I took a piss next to it.
Alright, Akalos will, like, shake his head at her, and he will... How discreet do you have to do the pointing of the message spell? Because can I just, like, point a finger at her while my hand is down by my side?
No, yeah, it just says point.
Alright, yeah. You're just gonna sort of vaguely, subtly just, like, point at her and just go, like, well, no, because we're trying to...
You have to get a soapbox, stand on it, and point at her like Boa Hancock.
I've just been, like, 5 seconds winding up the point.
4, 5.
Like fucking... like fucking Captain Falcon. Falcon! Point!
Yes. But, understandable.
Second, I'm switching. Well, I reckon we should follow this lawyer, though, when he leaves.
I was already planning to.
Give me a sec, let me just switch.
There we go.
The twitchy,
You-
the twitchy one is a weak link. We may be able to make him make a mistake. Perhaps he will lunge if we give him a little incentive at the wrong time.
What do you mean by lunge?
He looks as though he's ready to bite one's face off. If we wait until a time we need him separated, we startle him. If we are lucky, he will attack, and then we call the guard.
What do you think? Get rid of him so there's fewer people to deal with while we're tailing the lawyer?
He is also too alert for my liking. Yes.
Fair enough.
He will be a problem.
Well, we can certainly try something. Akalos is probably at this point like leaning against the wall next to the fucking barrel. Just like
Now I
chatting to the person next to him as
Yep.
though he's speaking to them. He's actually speaking to his license.
Yeah. Facade, but yeah. I love just... I can see inside the barrel right now in my head. L sitting in a chair style, just scrunched up in the fake barrel.
The thing is, though, that Akalos can see inside the barrel.
Oh, yeah,
Because
so no-
he knows it's an illusion.
Yeah,
He just sees it like very opaque.
yeah. But,
Which is very funny,
yeah,
actually.
Facade's just, like, literally fetal position, like, hugging knees in the barrel. But,
Alright, so how do you propose to startle him?
Crazy old man puts hand on shoulder and says, I know about the eyes, without warning.
I will note that the sketchy one, like the one that you're talking about, went
Twitch-tastic.
into the building with the guard and them.
Yeah,
So-
well, we're going to be tailing the lawyer, and if the twitchy one goes with him, that's a problem. So we're prepared.
We
Ah,
could
okay.
we can always just do it as they go out of the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, so you think do it as an illusion? Oh, we don't want to tip them off. We don't want to tip off the lawyer, though.
No. We just...
So it might not be worth the trouble.
On the street. We just need the twitchy one to be removed.
So we wait till we're on a busy street. Well, I don't. It's 10 o'clock at night. That might not happen, but we wait till they're around other people, and then we send him an illusion.
Or a more direct approach. Kalos,
Yes.
we have you be
Kick him in the dick.
getting there. We have you be suspicious.
I'm inherently suspicious, so that won't be difficult.
Enough for him to investigate. And then you kill him.
What?
Or at least capture him.
Well, you had to go and ruin it. Alright. Well, I'm perfectly happy to do my best to lure him into a dark alleyway, but I'd rather not get all three.
We will only need the one.
Well, yes, but I'm concerned if he starts following me, the others will either stop him or follow after him to try and kill me. I'm not sure I can take all of them.
I think he is the watchdog. We will attempt a distraction, and if all three go, you will have backup.
So, if all three go, at this point we're just taking him out and replacing him. Doing an interrogation.
What exactly have we heard about the lawyer in the bad toupee? Was it we know for a fact he's ours, or we just saw him go into the building?
Basically, he's the one that brings people to the building to court.
Right.
So he's either Xanathar's or
You're cutting in and out.
God fucking.
he's either Xanathar's or he's a collaborator. So he's definitely on their payroll one way or another.
Okay. We know he is with them.
Yes.
We could take him.
The problem is, if he's expected somewhere, we might not have a while to interrogate him. So it's probably best to follow.
Yes.
Alright. I can, at the very least, I can try and be suspicious, stare at them a little bit too long as they go past. Okay. Question, are sending stones notably, do they have, shit carved into them, or are they just, rocks?
They are typically rocks with the lower halves of faces carved into them, like open mouths and noses.
On one
basically.
side?
Yes.
But
they can look differently, but they do have to have some kind of opening on them, that most usually looks like a mouth.
Oh.
Kalos is going to look around for a sending stone-sized rock.
There's also the idea, Kalos, you're a monk. They can't catch you.
Yeah.
they can't.
Yes.
If you dash, your movement speed's 70 around.
More if you double dash.
Yeah.
But there is. But yes. Okay.
Okay.
So-
Can I find a sending stone-looking rock?
Roll a investigation, arcana, or nature or survival check, please.
Give me a second. I'm not on my laptop.
Facade hands you a sending stone. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, you said investigation, survival, or what?
Survival or arcana check.
Survival. That's a 20. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you're on, the roads are, cobble roads, so you're able to, look down and just pry a stone out of the road.
Alright, cool.
Kalos, your
Yes.
horn is returned to you.
Oh, thank you.
You'll need that.
Alright, one blast, I suppose. Run over here and give me help, I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
2 blasts. come over here and give me help. I'm finding him, and backup would be appreciated, but don't get seen doing it.
And 3 blasts for scatter.
Okay. And if I manage to successfully just lure him away and then escape, I suppose I'll just come and meet you all back up. Well, I suppose do we want him dead, or are we just luring him off?
Capture would be best.
Right, okay, I'll do my best.
If you successfully capture him, 1 very long blast.
Alright, that works. Okay, so. Sounds like a plan. I guess we wait then.
Jago, any ideas?
I actually tell you what, Jago, why don't you, before I do it, we'll get you in a back alley that I'll run through, so you can give me a hand subduing him. Maybe?
That is a good plan. I've prepared a spell to help just in case.
Good. No point in taking risks. Alright. I suppose let's all back off and wait for them to come out.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Okay.
But touchably.
Yes.
Don't worry, guys.
So?
I know what to do about the lawyer. I'll traumatize him. Don't ask how.
She gives the Stan Marsh speech.
No, more his shadow coming to life and trying to strangle him to death in a dark alley.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright, so yes. You are, it will take about, 25 or so minutes, but, yeah, you are able to, basically wait for the group to come out. The guard looks a bit, the guard guy looks, the guard sergeants look a little annoyed, but, yeah, they will, he wave to them to and you see them start dragging people away to be arrested, basically drunk tanks and holding cells and things like that. As yes, you will you see the scrawny guy. He lifts his head and starts sniffing, as he'll turn to his to the lawyer and nod to him, and they will start to move.
What if that's a disguised null? That just hit me. Anyway.
He's licensed.
Yeah. I'm not his license, but yeah.
Yeah, goddamn.
It keeps happening today, because we're all
It's
doing it, I guess.
literally the same build. Just 2 people on desks right next to each other undergoing the same training. It's interchangeable.
Fortune.
Yes, hello. How can I help you? I'm a very good spy, surprisingly.
Would you be so kind as to roll a history check, please, with advantage?
Nah. 22.
Thinking
Hang on
about
a second.
things.
Recognize this twitchy individual. They're a famous Waterdeep wrestler.
Not exactly.
That's Grinch meaner
But-
than Twitchy.
A thought occurs to you. This is a guy affiliated, at least, with Xanathar's guild. Only he's not associated with Xanathar's guild, is he? Because he has bodyguards. He's got the Kenku and the guy, like the twitchy guy.
Yeah.
They're bodyguards,
Mhm.
like clearly.
I picked that part up, yeah.
He's definitely a member if he's being given protection like this.
Yes.
And not only is he a member, he's an important member.
Yes. That's why I was considering we replace him. Or do we know his name and who he is?
Well, he was already our target, so now he's just more important.
Yes. This guy might have information for you, if you so desire.
Which is,
Do we still want to follow him, or do we just want to take him at this point?
maybe a bit of both. Where do we want to be?
Well, the problem is he's liable to go somewhere with a lot of Xanathar's members that we can't take.
The lawyers with shitty
Alright.
toupees are free. You can take them. I have 15 of them in my basement right now.
Alright, so you wanted to like lure the twitchy guy away?
Yeah.
You said?
So my plan is basically, I'm going to see the direction they're going. I'm going to get ahead of them, like through the back alleys, and then I'm going to like stand on a street corner and sort of eye them up as they get closer, like trying to be subtle but failing.
Deranged idea.
Mhm.
I replace the twitchy guy and we lead them into a trap.
Maybe.
You could
I
certainly,
mean, my role remains the same either way.
you could certainly try doing that, yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Going on.
So-
Moving on.
As
And as they
you
get-
will...
no,
Sorry.
there's more to the plan. As they get closer, I'm going to sort of like turn away, pull the stone out of my vest, mutter something into it, and like move into an alley and sort of like glance over my shoulder at them, and then, you know, move deeper in. The most suspicious.
You see an episode of Author starts playing. If you see a suspicious person, tell a parent. Tell a grown-up.
Yeah, you would see that they go like onto the main road and then head north up the way of the big wizard.
I'm sorry, is it actually?
No, that's the
Yeah.
it's
No,
it's
the big
actually the
lizard.
way of the big lizard, because it's the way of the dragon.
Yep.
Dragon.
We
rock,
encountered
dragon.
one of my street change names.
One of your many.
Canon now.
I see the higher road, by the way.
Well, if you follow it, it goes the higher road, and then the high road, and then the middle road, and then the low road, and then the lowest road, or lower road.
That is funny.
But it's reversed.
But yes, they're heading up like north up the way of the dragon. Where do you wish to set this up?
Probably pretty close, maybe at Bryan Street. We can go down to Mouse Alley.
Yeah. And Facade's tailing just to see if that guy goes off. As he goes to do that, wait. I will replace the twitchy one. If you succeed. And then
Actually, change of plans. That Bryan Street is kind of too busy. Maybe up here in Black Wagon Alley, there's like a tiny little alleyway into the dock ward. We'll do that there.
That will do. Let's go.
Alright. Guys, it's time for a team bonding activity. Let's kidnap this guy and replace him.
Where?
Alright, roll stealth checks, please.
Alright. Oh, one moment. Small technical difficulty.
Ha!
There we
Well, I guess I'm not really trying to be stealthy, though.
Yeah. Lucky for you, doing a bad stealth roll is the best thing you could have done. 15? Not bad. That's an okay one.
Oh. If you're in one of those two situations, that's fine, actually.
Jago, would you like to roll a stealth check for me, please?
Damn good.
Oh my god, Ivory.
Oh, is Ivory with us? I thought she was, like, off with her organization.
I mean, she was with you, like, basically, like, through the whole thing, yeah.
I thought she, like, stayed behind to, like, spread more rumors or shit. Okay.
No, she's around. You know,
She stayed behind during, like, the second bar trip, but she's with you now.
Okay.
So you're trying right here, you said?
Yeah, that really tiny alley into Black Wagon Lane or whatever.
By the way, new party mission, get Jago breastplate. Because he's got +4 to stealth, and that would be a very good thing for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so alleyway into Black. You guys will see as whoops,
Sir,
wrong button.
Yes, sir.
You guys see as like he will get to like here. Actually, hang on. Yeah, you see as he'll get to about 500 feet. Every 100 feet or so, you see like the twitchy guy, like he sniffs the air, like looks around, keeps going. At the 500 foot mark before they get to the way of the dragon, he will, like, you see he sniffs the air again. How close are you to them?
I think
Me?
Akela's the closest.
Like any of them, yeah?
I'm just standing at the corner there of the alleyway.
We're chain stalking, like, Kalos is stalking Ben, and I'm stalking Kalos.
Yeah.
I imagine
as-
the ambush point would be where the Black Wagon Alley, maybe like back up, like around the corner a bit.
Okay.
And I'm
So the others like go north while you follow.
yeah. So the plan would be we lure him up, like here.
Okay. Yeah. Akalos. You will see as like the twitchy guy is like smelling, and he will like he gets to about here, another like couple of 100 feet, when he will stop. He will like look towards where you are, and then he will like grab the guy and like the lawyer guy, and he will like start to head like into this alleyway over here.
Sorry, I'm not currently at my computer. Just give me like a second. It's really awkward. So obviously I can focus on playing D&D, so I've got like frozen pizzas in the oven, so I've just taken them out.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't see
Basically, if they get to here, the guy seems to have realized that you're following them, so he just
I wasn't following them. Like they would have been going up Big Lizard Street. I would have turned up and probably like run up this way to like get ahead of them, you know. So I'm like waiting here for them, looking at them. Like if he sees me, so he gets to where and starts going back.
Okay. If that's the case, then never mind. They like the guy, like the twitchy guy, does like seem to immediately like
Block me.
clock you. Oh, I was on GM layer, so you couldn't even see my pings anyways.
I was wondering where that was.
Yeah, so yeah, basically like every few 100 feet they stop, the guy smells, and then he'll like get to there and like the guy seems to clock you almost immediately. Like he sniffs the air and then like looks towards you, sees you like do the thing, and yeah, he's going to basically like the two of them are going to like look towards the lawyer. I'm going to like you would probably hear him like tell the lawyer like that guy, he was at the bar. He was hanging outside the bar when we were there. Weird. And let's see. I'm going to roll something. Okay. Yes. You'll see as the lawyer guy will send for the will tell the twitchy man to go see what you're about.
Oh, thank God.
As
Assad begins getting into position.
Familiar alleyway.
The alleyway of death. The snow here is still red, but
Hang on a second, they closed off this bit. This bit down here.
no. But Assad starts
Also, I
getting...
think this is a different map.
it is a different map. Yes, it is a similar layout, but it is a different map.
Good enough.
As
Here is my fucking compendium. There we go. Get that. Yeah, so Kalos would have been like, yeah, and then he's probably like gotten over here, and he's gonna be. I guess if we're working on this better map, the others can be like maybe around the corner here, or like in the alley.
yeah, go put yourselves where you would put yourselves.
Just hiding like around all the corners.
Yeah. So if you guys are here, then Assad is like
On the roof.
no, she's probably in this alleyway, but back here. She's getting into position to like replace.
I mean, you could maybe like be hiding in this really thin one, like on top of the crates, so you can see. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, once she hears what's going on, but for now she's like staying close and listening for the sounds of alarms, scuffles, and the like. Yeah.
As Akalos, you'll see this guy like head towards you, and he'll stop and he'll sniff and smell and smell.
Okay, well, so like as he sees them following him, he like he glances over his shoulder and then like starts walking faster, like hunched over a little bit, hood up.
As he will like look into the alley. He smells, and he will yell out, "You can come out now. I can smell the oils on your armor and the blood on your hands."
Okay, we'll like pause, turn around, and you're like, "I wash my hands thoroughly. I'll have you know."
Where is the lawyer in this encounter?
He's off in this direction.
Assad will trust in the party then. and is going to head here, and then send the familiar to go get a better look at Dubro. So, like, through this gap here. And just hanging out on these boxes to try and get a better look in the meantime. See how he moves, how he reacts. Try to get a look at his face. Anyway, carry on. I'm absorbing what the disguise will be. I'm absorbing this man.
But yeah, he yells out, "Come on, get out! There's at least 3 of you in here. I can smell you."
Okay, I'll also like sort of look back and forth and go, well, I mean, there's a homeless dude in here. He's gonna point in here. And then step forwards a bit. But if you insist. And then I guess he's just going to slowly start walking forwards. Does the guy come forwards at all?
No, but he does pull out a hand crossbow.
Alright, as soon as he pulls out the hand crossbow, I'm looking at him, so I guess we'll roll initiative.
Alright, yeah.
It's time, boys, it's time. Where's my... There it is. When was the last time we did a kerfuffle? It was so long ago, there were less than 1,000 Pokemon.
Oh, God.
Truly, a bygone age.
I don't know what speed a jumping spider has, but I'm pretty sure it's not much.
Let's see. I already initiative. Public roll.
I'd say I've run
Ooh,
idly,
nice.
but I don't want to see any of the secrets on the sheet. They'll spoil me.
Alrighty then. I think we will go ahead and actually end here.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah. Because, like, I kind of want Ivory to be here for this, and, I know that, I know that you, Cosmo, said that you're pretty tired. You've had, like, a particularly long day, and I respect that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I've had a rather unfortunate last few days as well.
I've just been taking all your good luck, because I've had a really good week, which is weird for me.
I had, as you know, I'm a cook at a resort. I work at the ski lodge, which right now, like, it's getting warmer, so people are going out to, like, the pool and stuff like that, and activities and stuff like that. And the restaurant. And day before yesterday, we had a 16 top, 16 people in one group, and they were all gluten allergy.
Oof. I mean, they all were, so that makes it a little easier.
No, it was 14 of them, and 8 of them wanted pizzas. So I had to make 8 gluten-free pizzas, and oh god, it went so poorly. Because, like, I made the pizzas, We have two different sizes. Most of the ones they wanted were smalls, but there was one large. So basically, what happened was I made a bunch of gluten-free pizzas. Like, made sure all the stuff was good. One of them was cheese and onions, and one of them was cheese, onions, and olives. And there was this massive fuck up where the server was like, "Oh yeah, no, the cheese and olives," because it was split between two tickets because you don't want to have too many people on one ticket, or else the ticket gets too long and everyone gets annoyed. Because it's like I have this like 2-foot long ticket hanging in the window, and it like gets in the way of me doing stuff, and it's really hard to like parse through the whole thing in an easy manner.
You're at it, drape the ticket in it, and it's just...
Yeah. But yeah, the onion pizza was on one, and the onion and olives was on the other. And the server came back, and he's like, "Oh, we don't need the onion one. It was supposed to be onions and olives." And then, so he says, "Yeah, we need a new cheese, and we need another regular cheese." So what I do is I pick all the onions off of the cheese one, like put some more cheese on it to like hide the grooves where the onions had been melted into the cheese to, and melt it a bit and stick it back in the oven to melt that cheese. And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, we do need the onion," because he didn't realize that fucking it was two different tickets and two different people. So there was this big kerfuffle of like, wait, how many pizzas do we or do we not need? Because like even after that, it was like, "Oh yeah, no, we do actually need another small cheese pizza." So I ended up making like 10 pizzas for this group of 12. And then the one that got the large pizza was like, "Hey, this isn't gluten-free. The gluten-free crust doesn't rise like this," which that's not how it works. Because he's like, because flour doesn't have anything to do with crust rising, yeast does.
Yeah. Also, like...
Or...
Well, gluten-free is different from reduced gluten. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Plus, like, 2 pieces were gone, so if the guy had an allergy, he'd have already been fucked by it.
Well, you see, William, a lot of the people who claim gluten allergy are actually full of shit and don't understand that this big war against gluten we're having is actually just for people with allergies, and that there's no real major health problem with not eating excessive amounts of gluten.
Oh yeah, no, we were talking about it in the kitchen, and I'm like, it's either like a support group or it's a family where it's like one person has an allergy and everyone is like getting stuff in solidarity. But like, it was weird. Like, we literally had to show them the box where we got the pizza dough or the pizza crust from, because we make our doughs, but the gluten-free shit we have to order in.
Yeah, because you can't.
Like, we literally
in the moment.
Yeah.
That shit has to undergo like a tempering process and shit. It's horrible. I remember from the Papa John's.
But yeah, it was fucking annoying.
My week's been pretty good, except for the fact that I might be made redundant. Maybe. Probably not.
That's not good.
Yeah. The problem is I'm technically a contractor, so they can just sort of let go of me at any time without any notice. And I mean, I'll still be like hired by the guys I contract from, but that'll really fucking suck. So It's probably fine, but who knows?
Man. Goodbye,
Yeah.
the stream.
That's